U.S. President Donald Trump accused Russian President Vladimir Putin of talking nice and then bombing everybody in the evening, as Russia continues to batter Ukraine with intense air attacks. "That is a little bit of a problem there," Trump said as he spoke to reporters before departing Joint Base Andrews on Sunday. "I don't like it." According to Associated Press, Trump said he was very disappointed with President Putin, adding that he thought he was somebody that meant what he said and he'll talk so beautifully and then he'll bomb people at night. Trump also said the US was going to send Patriot missiles to Ukraine, which were going to be paid for by the EU. "It'll be business for us and we will send them Patriots, which they desperately need," he said. Separately, Trump showed he had complete confidence in FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino, saying he was terrific. The Justice Department and FBI are struggling to contain the fallout from this week's decision to withhold records from the Jeffrey Epstein sex trafficking investigation, which rankled influential far-right media personalities and supporters of President Donald Trump. The move, which included the acknowledgment that one particular sought-after document never actually existed, sparked a contentious conversation between Attorney General Pam Bondi and Bongino at the White House this week. A year on from an assassination attempt on Trump, the U.S. president said he believed God was protecting me. "Maybe because God wanted to see our country do better or do really well," he said.
Gaza, we are talking, and hopefully we're going to get that straightened out over the next week. Let's see what happens. I don't know about Rosie. I watch Rosie. Rosie's a mess. She's a mess. But she left our country, which is a good thing, not a bad thing. Yeah, well, I'm going to have a meeting with the Secretary General who's coming in tomorrow. But we basically are going to send them various pieces of very sophisticated military, and they're going to pay us 100% for them. And that's the way we want it. And we've been trying to get that again. I don't think Biden ever asked for it. We're in for about $350 billion. Europe is in for $100 billion. That's a lot of money, 100, but they should be in actually for more than us. So as we send equipment, they're going to reimburse us for that equipment. Doesn't that sound good? I haven't agreed on the number yet, but they're going to have some because they do need protection. But the European Union is paying for it. We're not paying anything for it, but we will send it. It'll be business for us, and we will send them Patriots, which they desperately need, because Putin is really surprised a lot of people. He talks nice, and then he bombs everybody in the evening. So there's a little bit of a problem there, and I don't like it. I spoke to him today. Dan Bongino, very good guy. I've known him a long time. I've done his show many, many times. And he sounded terrific, actually. No, I think he's in good shape. God was protecting me. Maybe because God wanted to see our country do better or do really well, make America great again. But God was protecting me, Brian. I'll tell you, it's the more you think about it, the more you see it. But no, I don't like to think about it much. You know, I have a job to do, so I don't like to think about it much. It's a little bit of a dangerous profession being president, but I really don't like to think about it too much. I think you're better off not thinking about it. Well, I think if Jerome Powell stepped down, it would be a great thing. I don't know that he's going to, but he should. Jerome Powell's been very bad for our country. We should have the lowest interest rate on earth, and we don't. He just refuses to do it. We're going to see what we will see tomorrow, okay? We have the Secretary General. As you know, Europe has announced sanctions. But I am very disappointed with President Putin. You know, I thought he was somebody that meant what he said, and he'll talk so beautifully, and then he'll bomb people at night. We don't like that. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Russian authorities are increasing pressure on suppliers of fruits and vegetables from Azerbaijan amid a rapid deterioration in relations with Baku, which began after the detention and mysterious death of representatives of the Azerbaijani diaspora in the Urals. Rospotrebzadno employees in Krasnodar blocked the impact of 18 tons of Azerbaijani peaches and nectarines to Russia. As reported by TV Krasnodar, citing a statement from the agency, Quarantine objects Western flower thrips were found in the fruit batch. Problems with Azerbaijani supplies, which had previously been uninterrupted, suddenly arose in June. Bashir Guliev, chairman of the Association of Fruit and Vegetable Producers and Exporters of Azerbaijan, told Minval. Initially, the claims concerned tomatoes. Pests began to be found in them. The South American tomato moth, the Oriental codling moth. When the tomato season ended, Roselkoznadzor began making similar claims against fruits supplied to Russia. Guliev said, "This is not only about the quality of the product itself, but also about the packaging and poor labeling of the pallets." The sudden increase in Roselkoznadzor notifications to the Food Safety Agency looks like an attempt to artificially create grounds for restricting imports from Azerbaijan. Guliev complains dairy products from Azerbaijan were also subject to restrictions. Roselkoznadzor imposed a ban on 2 Azerbaijani enterprises that, according to the agency, refused to undergo inspection. Relations with Azerbaijan, which had become a major transit hub for parallel imports to Russia since the start of the war, cracked at the beginning of the year, when a Russian air defense strike shot down an Azerbaijan Airlines plane near Grozny. Vladimir Putin refused to publicly apologize for the incident, which led to the plane crash and the deaths of 38 people on board. The situation worsened in late June when members of the Azerbaijani diaspora were detained on murder charges in a raid in Yekaterinburg, and 2 of them, brothers Ziadin and Gusein Safarov, died during arrest. Baku claims that their deaths were caused by severe beatings, which, according to Azerbaijani reports, was confirmed by autopsies. In response, the Azerbaijani authorities shut down the Russian propaganda agency Sputnik in Baku and charged 2 of its executives with espionage. In addition, 8 Russian relics were detained in Azerbaijan and charged with drug smuggling and cybercrime.